Hey guys, Alex here, also known as Alden, and I've had a lot of questions recently asking, what do you actually do in Sunshine Island? This is a lot of people coming from the game Everdale and some coming from outside Everdale. They've seen some of my tips and guides videos, but they're just curious what the actual gameplay is like. What do you do in Sunshine Island? So let's jump into it. I'm just going to show you. So firstly, you've got islands. We've got the main island right here. We've got the Tropicals Island over here. We've got the Jade Island. And we've got the Clan Island. Now, you'll slowly work your way through all of these at the start. By I think it's like, I don't know what level it is. It's fairly early on in the game. You're going to have unlocked all of these. You unlock the Guild Island, which in my opinion is the most important, at level 12, which is super early game. But if we jump down here onto the main island, this is the one you're probably going to spend the majority of your time on. This is where you can grind out some of the more simple projects and stuff, but we'll get into them in a little bit. But you can see, this is me playing the game. Basically, very simple. You're just going to constantly be producing different types of resources, and these are going to be used to fulfill different things. So for example, we have the ship, we have planes, we have the marketplace. So the ships go over here, the planes go in here, and the marketplace is over here. Those are a few of the things you can do to get money and resources that you can then use to expand. So you see if I click over here, I need to get some deeds and I need to get some shovels. So again, it's one of these, it's a very simple mechanic to the game. You've just got to slowly build your way up. You've got to get resources to complete tasks, complete those tasks to get resources you need to expand your island to get more resources, so on and so forth. So in that sense, it feels fairly similar to Everdale. You don't have set villagers on this though. You upgrade your houses and you upgrade your town hall to get more workers. You see population, and then you need a certain amount of population for each building, so on and so forth. But when you unlock the guild at level 12, this for me is definitely one of the most important buildings. But before we go any further, there is also lots of competition in the game, which is one aspect. In Everdale, there wasn't anything like that. So I actually just recently released a video on the player tournament, going into a guide on that. If you want to check that out, you can absolutely do so. But you'll see we've currently got a player tournament. This runs every 2 weeks and it runs for a week. Basically, you're competing against other people to try and get to that #1 spot. You get some nice rewards as well. And then when this player tournament isn't running, we have the guild tournament, which is run from this little pavilion over here. And you work together in your guild to complete them. So for me, now we're on the guild island. Let's have a chat about it. Guilds are very much like valleys in Everdale. You're going to work together as your team to build up your guild, to level it up, to unlock new projects. Projects are fairly similar to events that went over in Everdale. You work together to harvest certain resources. You'll see we have now unlocked every single one. I can't remember what level you finish unlocking them all at, but we now have them all. So basically at the start you're only going to have access to the milk and the flour, I think, and then as you level up your guild you're going to have access to more projects. And then for example with the milk one, we've currently unlocked it up to level 4. You'll see we've got 4 stars here. If we want to get to that 5th star, we have to complete 11 more at the 4-star range, if that makes sense. So you're grinding out as a guild, you're working hard to get up to, you know, the more complex ones, the harder ones to complete. The good thing about having these harder ones is they're going to give you more rewards when it comes to the guild tournaments. So if we hop over to this island now, this is the Tropicals Island, or the Tropicalis Island, I think it's called, something like that. You can change the names of all the islands if that's something you want to do. Let's see, so right now I need to get some of these. You can see I've only got 5, so I'm going to make some of those. But yeah, this is kind of what you're doing. Again, it's the exact same as the other one. You can come over here and you can expand. You want to make this bigger to get more stuff, to complete it, so on and so forth. Here's the Jade Island, which I think is one of the coolest looking islands. If you have a little scroll around, you see there's an elephant over here. There's a panda hiding. There's some alpacas up here, or llamas, or whatever they're called. There's a shrine. We haven't really got into too much detail in the shrine or anything yet. That's potentially a video for the future. But this is kind of how the game is. But like I said, for me, the the guild right here is definitely the most important thing. You work together to build up. You can also help out other people. So for example, if I visit Callum here, I can click on his plane. Unfortunately, I'm not able to help him out because I don't have enough gold to complete this task. But you can, yeah, there's stuff like that. So you could send gifts in Everdale. This is, I guess, something similar-ish. You can help out other people. Which is awesome. But yeah, this is Sunshine Island. It's a really nice, relaxing game. It really does give me a lot of Everdale vibes, and I think it has the potential to even be better than Everdale. There's a few features I think Everdale had that this needs, but we'll get into some of those update ideas in future videos. But there's a fairly short breakdown on what Sunshine Island is, what you can do in the game, and how fun it can be. I mean, I am playing this on and off probably every hour when I am awake. I'm constantly going on. I'm obviously the leader of this guild. We are doing pretty good where we've climbed very quickly into the top of the leaderboards. We're 746th in the world, which might not seem that high, but I'm pretty happy considering this guild was only started maybe a month or so ago. So I think we're doing pretty awesome. I'm really happy with our progress in the guild. If you're interested in joining, we're hoping to unlock some new spots fairly soon, which is one of the things you can actually do over in the guild island. You can use your gems, which you get from getting achievements and completing tasks, stuff like that. You basically get a lot of free gems. So right now I could buy 13,000 guild coins, but I'm going to save up to get the 28,000 one. But this, again, if we head back over to our guild, you'll see next to my name, I've got 42,000. This is how much people have contributed using their gems. And then once you've got the guild coins, for example, you can come in here, you can upgrade stuff. This is going to give us an extra member. We'll go from 22 members up to 23 and stuff like that. So there's lots of options in the guild, but yeah, it's not just a solo game, it's a team game, and it's very fun to have a very active guild and be a part of something. We're desperately trying to climb up in those leaderboards. So hopefully for you top players out there, you might see us soon. Just keep an eye out for old Thunderwolves. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully, if you weren't too sure about Sunshine Island, this might be the kind of video you needed to jump into the game. Sunshine Island does also have their very own Discord server, so if you want to meet some like-minded people who are also enjoying the game, potentially want to look for a guild of your own, or start your own and do some recruiting, there is a Discord server. I'll leave a link for that down in the description below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.